Presenting the CW Crew.
Here with the guys from Craft Notes, Jack and Matt. Happy to have you here. I like to consider Craft Notes your passport to fun. Local, good, creative fun in Minneapolis. How would you describe it to someone who's not familiar?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's actually just being back here in the Twin Cities, it's perfect for you because the idea is we curate a list of the most phenomenal people. We really put a focus on locals who are doing something creative, doing something really cool, really pushing local culture forward. You know, and for us that means breweries and distilleries and restaurants and chefs, just all the really cool creative people that, you know, are starting local businesses and really putting Minnesota on the map, I guess you could say. So with Craft Notes, we try to tell that story, support what they do, and get you to go try them out.
And what is it physically? So it's a passport, right? Like
Yeah.
it's a book, and inside the book.
Yeah, inside the book, so we have a local artist do all the printing. The idea is each book has a different set of features. They're all revolve around their own little unique themes. You know, we want them to be something unique and special for everybody. But overall, it tells the story of the local business, and then you get a recommendation. And the best part is you get a free drink.
We just rolled into Bauhaus. I've got my passport. Now what?
All right, so we turn to the Bauhaus page right
Okay.
here.
Yep, already
we
found
go
it.
up there, we order a beer, they stamp it, you get your first drink free, and then you tip your server because he's such a nice guy.
And that's it?
Yep.
All right, let's do
go.
it. I'm gonna do the Lounge Wizard.
You got it.
Cool?
I'll stamp it for you.
Sweet. Excellent. Thanks.
Yeah, cheers.
Totally. Thank you so much.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. Boom. It's
There
as
we
easy
go.
as that.
That easy.
Not bad.
I mean, you go to 3 places, you've more than made your money back, and it's really just a cool way to like learn about new local places, like really experience what they do. And the best part about Craft Notes, especially with so many businesses and so many things coming up, we really try to weed out the authentic, quality ones and put them in here, make it an experience, make it a story, and just give you like fun excuse to go try something new.
Right, so instead of just like coming up with this random list and trying to pick out what's cool, like you guys have curated the coolest
Yeah.
spots and businesses that are doing good in the
Right.
community, right?
Oh yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, and especially with our new one, that was the idea behind like businesses really doing good. So our first editions all started around quality and creativity in how you were making a product. And then, you know, so we had one that was a little bit more dedicated to off the beaten path and cocktails, one that was a little bit more beer focused with some of the hotter, you know, if you're interested in some of the hotter new brewery things like Twin Cities focused, or even the coffee one. But yeah, and then the new idea was sustainability. Like to us, it's really important. And I think the kind of the neat thing about all the breweries and distilleries, and I think it's an important issue to most of them, but we really tried to find the ones that made it a core part of their mission statement.
Jack, maybe you can kind of describe like how do you guys pick, obviously you guys have like vetted out, but like how do you pick the people for the first book?
For the first book, we decided to go with the OGs with the craft brewing and distilling scene. Places that people were familiar with, Summit, Dangerous Man, Insight Brewing. Just to, you know, if you're on this fringe of the craft scene, where are you going to start? And, you know, with our first volume, including those OGs of brewing, it was a nice, I'd say, segue into getting introduced to the craft scene if you're a Craft Notes user. So
Right.
we wanted to use the OGs for our first volume and then continue on with the new and upcoming breweries and distilleries in the scene as well.
Yeah, the idea is each edition would kind of cater to a certain person. Like if you said, I haven't been to anything, but I'm really just starting to get interested, like we'd say, go volume 1 because it's all your originals. If you're like,
Right.
I never like to leave the Twin Cities, go volume 3 because it's just like your hottest breweries right now. If you're like,
In Northeast.
yeah, I go to all these places, cool. The orange one was made to be like really exceptional places that were off the beaten path, you know? And so it's like that kind of idea. Like we really want to make something for everybody and make sure that there's a good experience in there. And that's kind of the overall mission, is really just to like see culture locally grow.
Right, and it also seems like it's really about bringing people together. Like you're sending people to places that they might not go originally, but also just like getting them into the community and getting
Yeah.
them out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I love it when people like are getting together, and to me, like Craft Notes is really the. I think that social is the new social media, and so giving people an excuse to get together and like support local businesses. And I think it's the trend of how everything's going as far as people wanting to spend their money with good local people, and people wanting to do new things, and people wanting to get out and meet new people. And I think we just try to make that easy for them and safe. And you get recommendations and a little bit of a story, and we
Yep.
want you to have that little tidbit that makes you like, when you go out with your friends, you're like, did you know?
Totally.
You
Well,
know?
and I mean, an experience becomes so much more special. You can find out one fact about a place that you would have never known otherwise.
Yeah,
and
something
it
cool
changes,
to share with your friends.
Yeah, and it just changes the entire experience. Like, oh, I didn't know X, and then you're like, this just makes it that much cooler. If someone wants to be a part of this, like if I'm a business and I'm like, I'm doing good, I'm cool, we got a story to tell. How can they be a part of this?
You can reach out to us on craftnotes.net. Where we have a specific area we can fill out, your name, your business, why you're cool.
Right.
And
You gotta be cool.
You
Yeah,
And you gotta be
yeah.
doing good.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't for everyone.
I mean, we definitely, we curate them, so we'll go in and but like for the coffee edition, for example, we worked with somebody who really knew coffee. Like me and Jack put together the beer ones. So we're really trying to reach out to people who we feel really can choose good businesses and speak to it if we can't.
Yeah.
But we work with over 100 different accounts, so we also know it's pretty good ourselves.
Where can people get their passports?
Yeah, so we have a handful of retailers that sell our books. Patina, down in the valley. Who else?
So the
Up
clothing,
Roasted, I saw
Up
them there.
Roasters, yeah. So a lot of the partners will sell them as well.
Okay.
And then obviously the best place is online because you can get all the editions.
Okay.
Or at least the ones that aren't sold out. So the way we do it is we have a local artist do all the printing. We do a set run. They don't really expire, but they do when they run out. So
Awesome. There we go. So check out craftnotes.net. Get all your passports and get out in the community, share some love, and have some drinks. Cheers to that.
The CW crew on the CW Twin Cities. DJ Vonix, Alexa Skork, and John Foss. Like, follow, subscribe to, and love the CW crew.